Okay, sobrang excited. Pasensya na. Okay, so itong nasa screen is hyperbola. So ang equation niya is x squared minus y squared equals 1. So makita naman natin na ang asymptote niya is ito, x squared and y squared. I mean x plus 1 and positive x and negative x. Sorry. Okay, so ito makikita natin may apat tayong slider, H, K, A, B. So ano nga ba yung mga yan? So H, ito yung lagi kong sinasabi since our session 1, yung graph natatranslate lang siya. So pag minove natin yung H sa 1, pag move ng 1 unit to the right, pag sa kaliwa naman, negative 1. Ganon din sa Ganun din sa K. Pag pinove mo siya 1 units upward, gagalaw siya 1 unit upward. Pag dinalaw mo siya ng 1 unit or 2 units downward, 2 units downward yung translation niya. And eto. So, may kita dito masyadong maliit pa yung square. So, kung i-adjust ng square is a rectangle, but rectangle is not a square. So, ayun. Ito ngayon, rectangle na siya. So, yung denominator natin, hindi siya na-interchange. A Pagkatulad siya nung sa ellipse. Wait, annotate lang ako. Lagi siyang over, okay. Lagi siyang over a squared minus b squared. Ang nagpapalit lang dito is yung numerator. So x squared, y squared. Pag naging y squared over a squared siya, ito yung magiging itsura niya. Okay. So yung transverse axis niya is vertical. Forgets natin. Ang transverse axis passes through the foci, the vertices, and the center. Ito, makikita natin ito, those are the foci, ito yung vertices, ito yung center. Pero pag sa horizontal naman, i-clear ko para malinaw. Okay, ito yung um, okay. Ito yung foci, ito yung vertices, ito yung center. Tandaan lang yan kasi mamaya meron tayong mga given na foci lang, may given na center, foci, and vertices. So, para hindi malito kung ano yung dito, orientation ng hyperbola natin. Okay, so ayun lang for this part. So, share ko na yung PowerPoint. Okay. So, this is our third session. Ang pag-uusapan natin sa third session is yung last na conic section which is hyperbola. Kasi na-discuss na natin una yung circle and na-discuss ko yung parabola and ellipse. So ano nga ba yung hyperbola? Ito yung, just like I said kanina, ay yung final conic section na di-discuss natin. Kasi I think ang next nating i-discuss na sa next week or next session would be identifying kung anong klaseng dito. Anong klaseng conic section yung naka-present or given, halimbawa, let's say x squared plus y squared is equal to 1. So, anong klaseng conic section yan? Since meron kang dalawang x, parehas na variable is naka-squared, and alam naman natin na yung mga naka-squared parehas is circle, hyperbola, and ellipse. And since parehas yung coefficient na 1, 1x squared, 1y squared, ibig sabihin, circle siya. So, ayun lang. Share ko lang. Pero next week na yun. Next week na natin problemahin. So, hyperbola. So, para sa akin, yung itsura niya, curve siya, yung pasi, wait, ito, curve siya. Mukha siyang parabola, pero um, i-reflect siya on the other, yung sa axis niya, which is yung converse axis. So, this is the transverse axis, yung horizontal, since it passes through the foci, the vertices, and the center. So, ayun. And ang definition ng hyperbola is the absolute value of difference of distances of a certain point to foci is constant. Is yan. Is constant. So, ito siya. Wait lang. PF1 minus PF2 is equal to 2A. Wait lang. Yung first na pinagsasabi ko, so nasa module 2 naman siya kung gusto niyo siyang i-check. So yun, tama nga, 2A siya. Okay. So ito yung itsura nung tawag dito. Hyperbola. Kagaya ng pinresent ko kanina bago mag-PowerPoint. Ito yung mga parts niya. So itong nasa conjugate axis, sorry. Conjugate axis, ito yung hindi niya hindi siya part nung parabola na curve mismo. Ito siya. Tapos itong red na X, red dotted lines, that's the asymptotes. So by the definition nga ng asymptotes, yan yung dyan palapit ng palapit yung curve natin pero hindi sila nagmi-meet. So ayun. And sa segment na to, ang distance na pinakamahaba is yung focus. Since may kita naman natin na center to focus siya yung pinakamalayo. Tapos itong vertex, that's A, and co-vertex is distance B. Ayan. So tandaan lang natin na okay, wait. Tatandaan lang natin ito. So pag ang equation na given is x minus h squared over a squared minus y minus k squared over 1 is equal to b squared. Ayan. Ito yung tatandaan natin. So, ang h, yun yung galing sa x, no? And yung y, I mean yung k, yun yung galing sa y. So, ang itong case, itong mga nasa kaliwa, ang case niyan is yung horizontal hyperbola. Okay. So, ang foci natin is C, vertices A, H plus minus C, comma K. And yung vertices natin is yung H plus minus A, comma K. And yung co-vertices H, comma K plus minus B. So, kung mapapansin nyo, similar siya sa ellipse, no? Pero ang nag-iba lang is yung ito, yung sign natin. Kasi sa ellipse, that's the sum. Ang kaso dito sa hyperbola is the difference of distances. Okay, so next slide. So ito, let's identify the information or parts of ellipse. So makita naman dito na unang-una is yung center. That's h, k. So that's 2, 1. Next natin makikita is yung a squared. I mean, tama, a and b. Kasi ito is a squared, b squared. So square root of 64 is 8 and 36. Square root of 36 is 6. So ayun. Since meron tayong A, meron tayong B, let's solve for C. So C is just the square root of 64 plus 36, which is 10, which is ano rin siya, Pythagorean theorem. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So since meron tayong foci, meron tayong C, I mean, meron tayong center, meron tayong C, meron tayong A, meron tayong B. Kunin na natin yung foci, vertices, and co-vertices. So 2 plus 10, that's 12. And 2 minus 10 is negative 8. Since, wait, sketch ako dito, ano? Ito yung itsura niya. And, wait. Okay. Ayan. Tapos, ang sabi natin, ito yung center niya. 2, 1. And, ito yung foci. Negative 8, 1. And 12, 1. So next is yung vertices. Dito. Ano siya? So that's 10, 1 and negative 6, 1. Okay. So forgot yung conjugate axis. So sa co-vertices dito siya. So like I said kanina nga, yung yung foci, vertices, and yung center, nasa iisang line lang yan. Depende na lang talaga sa orientation. So kung horizontal yung orientation ng hyperbola natin, that means ang constant doon is yung k. May kita nyo, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. Pero pag, dito, pag vertical siya, dito siya sa y-axis or parallel sa y-axis, ang constant sa kanya is h. So, ayun. Sa next example, explain ko. And yeah, yung asymptotes natin is, dito, b over a. Ayan. Plus minus b over a. So yung b natin is 6 and yung a natin is 8. So 6 over 8, pero pwede pa siyang i-simplify as 3 over 4. And x minus h, that's x minus 2 din. And yung dito, yung y, I mean yung 1, galing siya dito sa left-hand side kasi nga, wait. Ito siya. Y minus 1 is equal to plus minus 3 fourths x minus 2. Para maging y lang yung nasa isang side, lilipat natin si 1 sa kabilang side. And pag magpapasagot na ako ng worksheet, kung fraction yung slope niya, ganyan nyo na lang siya, dito, ganyang format na lang gawin niyo. Pero kung whole number, kaya, kaya siyang i-distribute tsaka i-simplify, please do so. So kasi para sa akin sobrang hirap tignan ng kung lahat ng dito, literals and coefficients mo is fraction. So ganyan na lang, mas maganda siyang tignan. Okay. So for the next example, ang center natin is 7, negative 4. So again, wag tayong magpapalito porket nasa kanan yung x, nasa kanan na din yung place niya sa coordinate. No. Just laging i-double check, no? Dito. Laging i-double check na kung anong x, anong y. Kasi minsan magkamukha yung x at y. Pero at this case, distinguishable naman siya. So, ayun. So, x minus 7, that's, yung center mo is 7 and yung, dito. I mean, yung x coordinate mo sa center is 7 and yung y coordinate mo is negative 4. And just like kanina, yung a squared natin is 9. A square root of 9 is 3 and yung sa b square root of 16 is 4. So, since, again, meron tayong a, meron tayong b, so solve natin si c. And since Pythagorean triple naman siya, that's 3, 4, and 5. Ito, so, sketch ulit ako dito. Ito yung itsura ng graph niya. Okay, so, ang foci natin is okay, negative 7, 1. And dito naman is negative 7, negative 9. And ito yung center natin na shucks. Yung negative, wala yan. That's 7. And ito is 7, negative 4. Again, dito, always remember yung center, ano siya, midpoint ng foci, vertices, and covertices. Kasi minsan may given na, dito, dalawang foci, dalawang vertices, ano yung center. May ganong scenario minsan. So, ayun lang. Just keep in mind yung midpoint formula. Ano lang siya, x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 all over 2. And then, makuha din natin yung vertices na 7, negative 1 and 7, negative 7. And yung co-vertices niya na dito siya. So, dito. 3, negative 4 and 11 comma negative 4. Okay. So, and lastly, yung asymptotes. So, dito naman, ang asymptote natin is A over B. So, ang A natin is 3 and B natin is 4. So, 3/4. Same lang sa kanina, pero, I mean, same lang sila. Okay, so, clear ko muna. So, ayun, same scenario kanina. So, meron tayong A, meron tayong B, and meron tayong center. So, solve for C. So, square root of 4 plus 25 square root of 29. So, ang foci, tag dito. Okay, so one thing pa pala, pag yung C natin is may radical, gantong format na lang yung gawin natin para hindi na mahaba yung sasagot niya sa worksheet. Okay, so vertices niya is negative 2, 3 plus minus 2 since ito nga sketch ulit ako. Ayan. Ito siya. Hindi accurate yung itsura ng curve, ano? This is just a sketch. So, negative 2, 3. And then yung co-vertices natin is negative 2, joke. I mean, negative 3 and negative 7. So, negative 3, 3 and negative 7, 9. Ayan. And dito. Same lang sa kanina, pero yung x naman yung naka-squared. So, x plus 1, quantity squared over 25 minus 5 minus 6, quantity squared over 144. Alam, next. Ayan. So, ayun. Solve for C, and then substitute natin siya dito sa, dito, sa center. So, negative 1 plus minus 13, that's 12, and negative 14. Constant lang si K. Again, dito, I mean, on the other hand, dito sa, ang constant natin pag vertical is yung H. So, ito, negative 2, negative 2, negative 2. Negative 2, negative 2. And, ayun. Share ko lang para mas madali nyo matandaan yung hyperbola. Very similar siya sa ellipse in terms of, ito, in terms of center foci, vertices and co-vertices. Kung gets nyo kung paano ma-solve yung coordinates ng parts of ellipse, for sure, madadalian din kayo dito. So, ayaw mo bro. Wait lang. Okay. So, paano kung ganito yung given, naka-general form? So, syempre, una natin gagawin is completing the square. Okay. So, okay. 144 times x squared minus 2x minus 25 y squared minus 6y is equal to 3681. So, ang ginagawa ko pag nag-compute ng square ng x and y, i-isolate ko yung constant para hindi siya makagulo. So, ayun lang. Tip ko lang para pag pag nagko-complete kayo ng square, madalian din kayo. So, ito, let's complete the square. So, mag-add ka dito ng 1 and dito mag-add ka ng 9. So, that's x plus 1 squared minus 25 y plus, joke. Ay, hila. Joke. Mali. Okay. That's 144x minus 1 squared. Sorry, nagkamali kanina. Na-overlook ko. And y minus 3 squared is equal to 3681. So next step, kung ano yung inad natin dito sa kaliwa, since nag-add tayo ng 144 times 1 and negative 25 plus 9, ayun din yung i-add natin dito sa kabila. So plus 144 times 1 and minus 25, 9. So 3681 plus 144 minus 25 times 9 is 3,600. So, ayun. And then the next step is divide both sides by 3,600. So 144 divided by 3,600 is 1 over 25. So 25 minus y minus 3 squared over 144 is equal to 1. So ano yung tsura nung graph pag i-sketch natin? So ano siya, opens horizontally since yung x squared yung nasa left side natin and yung may minus is yung y. So ano ba? Ito. Ito yung tsura niya. So let's solve for um, center foci, vertices, and covertices. So ang center natin, wait lang. Hindi pala ano. Ayan. So center 1, 3. Tapos A is equal to 5, B is equal to 12. Tapos solve for C, C is equal to square root of 25 plus 144 is equal to 13. So makuha natin yung foci na 1 plus minus 13, comma 3, which is 14, comma 3, and 3 yan, and negative 12, comma 3. So next is vertices. So V, tapos 1, tapos ano tawag dito? Plus minus 5, comma 3, which is 6, comma 3, and negative 4, comma 3. So pagsusulat kayo ng tawag dito, ng sagot for center, foci, etc., vertices, kahit ano yung mauna, like negative 4 comma 3 and 6 comma 3, that's acceptable as long as dito, as long as tama yung sagot nyo, that's acceptable kasi hindi naman sinasabi na negative dapat mauna. Ayun lang, baka may thought lang kayo sa isip niyo na kung ano yung mas mauna, ano yung ano. So share ko lang. And so for co-vertices is 1 comma 3 plus minus 12, which is 1 comma 15 and 1 comma negative 9. Nagets po ba? Hello?
Opo, nagigets po.
Okay. Good to hear.
Opo, nasusundan.
Gets. Okay. So, ayun. Wala pala ata yung na-type ko na solution dito sa PowerPoint. So, ayun. Please pay attention na lang talaga. Pero yung isend kong PowerPoint sa GC natin, yung may solution na, yung type para dito. Para kung aaralin nyo, kung babalikan nyo yung lesson, gets nyo siya. Nawala ba ako? Oh, gee.
Nawala ka saglit. Pero
Okay.
okay na.
Okay. Lah. Okay, ayan. Ayan. So, next given tayo, ano? Ano tayo? So, again, let's complete this first. So, 100 y squared minus 4y minus 576 x squared. Ayan. 149. 14976 576 26 minus 26x is equal to negative 40144. Again, complete the square, mag-add ka dito ng 4 and mag-add ka dito ng 169. So y minus 2 squared minus 576 x minus 13 squared is equal to okay, usog na. Negative 40144 plus 100 times 4 minus 576 times 13 squared. Okay, so simplify. Negative 4144 plus 400 minus 576 times 13 squared. Wait lang. Pwede natin na-solve ko. Okay. So, scratch. May mali ata sa given. So, okay. Clear ko lang. Ano po? Okay. So, again, complete the square. Y squared minus 4y. Tapos, minus 576. X squared minus 26x is equal to negative 39744. Wait lang. May mali talaga sa given eh. Wait lang. Pasensya na, nakalimutan ko i-double check kagabi. Sige, next muna. Sayang oras. Pero pag sinend ko naman sa GC, maayos ko na siya. So, yung part pa. So, paano naman kung may nakabigay yung dito, parts nung parabola, I mean hyperbola, pero ang hinahanap natin is yung equation. So ito. Wait. Okay, so illustrate natin siya. So ang vertices mo is, ay, eraser pala. 0, 3 and 4, 3. That's your vertices. And yung co-vertices mo is 2, 0 and 2, 6. So paano natin makukuha yung center? So unang method is yung kunin natin yung midpoint ng 0, 3 and 4, 3, which is 2, 3. So, center 2, 3. Pwede rin makuha din natin center via co-vertices. So ang midpoint din nila is just the same, 2, 3. And ito, isa pa, since ang constant natin sa co-vertices is h, at ang constant natin sa vertices is k, and since ang center natin is h, k, 2, 3. As simple as that, without getting the midpoint. Pero kung gusto niyo talaga para sure, para di kayo malito, mag-midpoint na lang kayo. So, ayun, center natin is 2, 3. So, since meron tayong center, ang wala na lang natin is A and B. And since we know na ang distance ng center sa vertex is A, and ang distance ng center sa co-vertices is B. So let's get the distance. So A is equal to, gamitin natin tong 0, 3. So square root of 2 minus 0 squared. Actually, no. May mas madaling method. So, wala. Okay. So, ang center natin is 2, 3. Yun lang tandaan natin. And re-sketch ko lang. So, 0, 3, 4, 3, 2, 0, and, 2, 6, and 2, 0. Dito. Yung sasabi ko mas madaling method is just subtract the x ng center sa x ng, dito, isang vertex. Paano siya na-derive? So, let's say, dito, distance formula, di ba, is equal to square root of x1 minus x2 squared plus y1 minus y2 squared. Since y1 is equal to y2, maka-cancel out siya. And ang matitira na lang is x sub 1 minus x sub 2 squared. And since maka-cancel din siya sa square root, magiging x1 minus x2 na lang siya, which is 2 minus 0. So, ayun lang. Pag kukuha tayo ng formula ng hyperbola, mas madali muna kunin yung center kasi ang center meron siyang kapareha na coordinate. Halimbawa, yung 2, pag nag-distance formula ka dito sa co-vertices, makuha mo 6 minus 3 na lang. So, ayun na yung dito. Ayun na rin yung B mo. So, wait. Okay. So, A is equal to 2 minus 0 is equal to 3. So, paano naman kung ginamit ko tong 4? So, just the same. 2 minus 0. 2 minus 0 is equal to 2. Sorry. Sabog. So, paano naman kung 4, 3? So, 2 minus 4. Bakit 2? Always get the absolute value since distance siya. So, 2 minus 4 is 2. And sabihin naman, dito, gamitin natin yung 2, 6. So, absolute value 3, 6, 3. And, or, pwede mo rin siya makuha as, dito? 3 minus 0 is equal to 3. So, since meron na tayong center, meron na din tayong A, meron din tayong B. I-substitute na lang din natin siya sa standard formula natin. So, ang standard natin is yung H minus A. X minus H quantity squared, A squared minus Y minus K quantity squared all over B squared is equal to 1. So, ayan, since meron na tayong A, AB, tsaka center, substitute na lang natin siya doon. So, bali, ang equation niya is X minus 2 squared all over A squared, 2 squared, minus Y minus 3 squared all over, ano tawag dito? 3 squared is equal to 1. So, nasa sa inyo na kung isi-simplify nyo pa tong 2 squared and 3 squared to 4 and 9, 2 and 4 and 9 respectively. Kung masyadong malaki na yung number, like 25 squared, 23 squared, pwede naman kayong gumamit ng calculator. Pero kung para sa inyo, mas madaling makita na A and B, go lang na ganyang notation. So, ayun. Clear ko lang. And next is ito. Sketch ko dito sa taas. Okay. So, foci niya is 9,7 tsaka 9,-5. Ang vertices niya is 9,-5 and 9,3. So, mapapansin natin, ang constant dito is yung H. So, that means nasa iisang coordinate lang sila. So, ibig sabihin, pag nasa isang coordinate lang sila, that's horizontal. So, ang foci niya daw is 9,7 and dito is 9,-5. Ay, no. Vertical pala siya, sorry. 9,7 and 9,-5. Ang vertices niya is 9,5 and ano daw? 9,3. Layo naman ng foci. And ayun. So meron tayong tag dito. Ito yung curve, ito yung curve. Ayan. So anong gagawin natin? So syempre kunin muna natin yung center. So center. Kung may mga dalawang points na given, the first thing you need to do is get the center kasi pag nakuha mo na yung center, makuha mo na din yung ibang information like A, C. Ayun lang. So, ang center natin using midpoint. So, kung gagamitin natin foci, that's 9 plus 9 over 2, 7 minus 5 over 2, which is 9, 1. And then, kung gagamitin naman, bali yung vertices. Okay, sorry. So, dito. 9,7 tapos 9,-5. Tapos yung vertices niya is 9,-3. 9,-3. Okay. So, ayun. Yun yung mali. So, kunin natin din yung ba yun ang dumitig na. Okay. So, 9,-3 siya. So, ayun. So, like I said kanina, 9,1 tapos ito 9,1 yung center natin. So, ano yung makukuha natin na information? Makuha natin yung C at saka yung A. So, kunin muna natin yung A. So, A is equal to absolute value of 1 minus 5, which is 4. Or pwede rin gamitin natin to. Absolute value of 1 minus -3 is equal to just same 4. Yung foci naman is C is equal to absolute value of 7 minus 1, 6, and negative 5 minus 1, 6. So, ayun lang. Pinapakita ko na dalawa yung sinosolve ko para dito, para mapakita ko na kahit anong point gamitin nyo, same lang yung makuha ng answer. So, since meron na tayong A, meron din tayong B, I mean C, let's solve for B. So, A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. So, B squared is equal to C squared minus A squared. So, ano ba? B squared is equal to 6 minus 4. So, B squared is equal to 2. Ayan. So since meron tayong B squared, meron din tayong A and center. So, let's solve for let's get the formula. So, x minus 9 squared. No. Since since vertical, unahin natin si y. So, y minus 1 squared. Ang a natin is 4. So, 4 squared is 16 minus x minus 9 squared all over 2, which is equal to 1. So, or pwede mo rin siyang i-rewrite as yung denominator as 4 squared as square root of 2 quantity squared. So, kahit tama naman sila as long as same tayo ng pinapatungkulan na sagot. That's just the same. Tama siya. Baka kasi dito, mag-doubt kayo sa sarili nyo na bakit iba yung nakuha ko sa nakuha niyo. So, ayun lang. So, ito. Ngayon naman, meron tayong transverse axis, conjugate axis, tsaka foci. So, makuha nyo dito is yung center. Meron kang dalawang points. So, kunin mo yung dito, center, which is midpoint. So, 1 plus 1 over 2, tapos 9 minus 1 over 2, which can be simplified as 1, 9 minus 1 is 8 divided by 2, 4. So, ayun yung center natin. So, paano naman to? Yung transverse axis tsaka conjugate axis. Since, dito, hindi naman binibigay ng conjugate. Since, unlike nung sa ellipse, pag mas mahaba yung mas dito, kung mas mahaba si A kaysa sa B, I mean, dito, ito siya, yung gusto kong sabihin. Kung mas mahaba to kaysa dito, that means vertical yung mo. Since pag hyperbola, kahit mahaba pa yung conjugate axis mo, or yung transverse axis mo, that means same pa rin ng orientation. So, ayun. Okay, so sketch natin para makita natin kung ano yung nagsasabi ko. So, may kita natin ang constant, just like kanina, yung h. So, since constant yung h, so that means vertical yung hyperbola natin. So, foci is 1, 9 and 1, negative 1. And yung center natin is 1, 4. Wait lang. Ayun. Takot na ata sa akin yung camera ko. Yung camera ko nawala. Okay. Ayan. So, dito. Ang next step natin is kukunin A and B. Paano natin makuha yun? Since meron tayong transverse axis, again, transverse axis passes through the foci, vertices, and center. So, ito siya. Wait lang. Ibahin ko yung kulay. Para may distinction. Ayan. Ito yung transverse axis natin. So, ano tawag dito? Yung transverse axis na 6, that means yung layo niya. So 6. Wait. Ayan. And since ang center to vertex, A lang siya. Tapos dito sa isa pang vertex A. So ibig sabihin, yung 6 na yan, that's 2A. So, ibahin ko ulit kulay. 2A is equal to 6, which is 3. And yung conjugate naman natin, 8. So that's 4 dito, 4 doon. So B is equal to 4. So since meron na tayong center, meron na tayong A, meron din tayong B, let's get the formula. X minus 1 squared over, no. Vertical siya. So unahin natin yung y. Y minus 4 squared over 9 minus x minus 3 squared all over 16 is equal to 1. Okay, so since nangalati na tayo, may questions ba? Clarification, naguguluhan ba kayo sa sinasabi ko?
Nakakasunod
Okay
naman.
naman po. Okay naman.
Sure. Okay. Sure yan ah. Okay. Send ko naman yung dito, yung copy ng PowerPoint ko with solution, with detailed solution para masundan nyo, or kung di nyo talaga masundan, just chat nyo na lang ako. I'm only one chat away. Ayun. Okay. So next. So sinabi dito vertical transverse axis. So we can say na kung vertical yung transverse axis mo, yung graph mo din, vertical din. Since, so sketch ko. This is transverse axis. Transverse axis passes through the foci, vertices, and center. Okay. So, okay. Ito daw, ang distance daw dyan is 10. And then yung conjugate axis mo, ito, 4. All 4. Okay. So since meron tayong vertical, meron tayong transverse axis and conjugate axis, makukuha agad natin yung A and B. Again, yung transverse axis is equal to 2A and conjugate axis is equal to 2B. Lagi siyang ganyan kahit sabihin pa natin na mas mahaba yung conjugate, kagaya nga sinabi ko kanina, kahit mas mahaba yung conjugate axis, dito, same pa rin yung orientation ng graph or yung hyperbola natin compared sa ellipse. Sinasabi ko yung ellipse kasi medyo similar talaga sila. Ang pinagkaiba lang nila is yung dito, the way you get the information of the about the graph na ellipse. So ayun. So isa pang sinabi dito is vertex below conjugate axis. So ibig sabihin, since meron tayong sketch na graph dito, mas magigets natin kung kung nasaan nakalocate yung vertex. Since kasi pag sinabi na vertex negative 2, negative 1, di mo sure kung saan nakalagay yung vertex, kung dito ba sa taas or dito sa baba. So ayun, so importante na naka-specify dito na below conjugate axis. So ang vertex niya is negative 2, negative 1. So ano makuha dito? Since meron tayong A, meron na tayong A, meron na tayong B. And again, dito, ang vertex ay A units away. A units away from the center. So since ang A natin is 5, So we can say na 5 units upward or plus 5 sa dito, plus 5 dyan sa y coordinate natin. Yun yung um, center. Sorry. So that's, ang center natin is negative 2, 4. So paano ko nasabi? Let's get the other vertex using, mag-add naman tayo ng 5 sa center. So that's negative 2, 9. So kung dito, kung wala yung, kung hindi agad natin kinuha yung center, just the distance, I mean, wait, okay. I mean, ganito. Kung hindi na agad natin kukunin yung center, like gusto pa natin kunin kung ano yung isang vertex, go lang. Since meron naman tayong distance of transverse axis which is 10. So, negative 2, negative 1 plus 10 is just the same. Negative 2, 9. Negative 2, 9. So, ibig sabihin, tama yung center natin na negative 4. And para mas maging sigurado tayo, kunin natin yung midpoint ng negative 2, 9 and negative 2, negative 1. So, negative 2 minus 2 all over 2, that's negative 2. And then 9 minus 1 divided by 2, that's 4. So, ayan. So, meron na tayong A, meron na tayong B, meron din tayong center. Kunin na natin yung formula. So again, mauuna si y. So y minus 4 squared all over a squared. So ang a natin is 5, so that's 25. Minus x plus 2 squared all over ang b natin is 2. So 4 is equal to 1. So ayan. Gets po ba?
Opo.
Okay. So ayan. So ayan, since gets naman, let's proceed to final to given. So, ayan. So paano kung center po tsaka vertex? Isang point lang. Ang makukuha natin dyan is C and A. C and A. So bakit? Again, ang distance ng center sa focus, that's C. And yung distance ng center sa vertex, A. Okay. So, let's solve for A and C since meron na tayong center. So, A is equal to 8 minus 1, that's 7. And C, 10 minus 1, that's 9. Okay. So, let's solve for B. B squared. B squared is equal to 9 squared minus 7 squared. So 81 minus 49, which is 32. Ayan. Ngayon, mas madali lang kasi dito meron na tayong center, meron na din tayong A, meron din tayong C. So, ang paproblemahin na lang natin is ano itsura ng graph. So, ayan, let's sketch. So, since ang constant natin dito is yung K, 333, masasabi natin ito yung itsura niya. 1, 3. Tapos, ang vertex mo na dito, 8, 3. Tapos, 10, 3. Ayan. And ito yung isang curve. So, probably yung isang curve nandito siya. Since reflection siya sa center. Ayun. So, meron na tayong B, meron tayong A. So, that's x minus 1 squared all over A squared, which is 49. Minus y minus 3 squared all over 32. So, ito, again, pag magsasolve kayo ng A, B, C, kunin nyo na yung A squared tsaka B squared. Para hindi, kasi pag ayun na square root, malilito pa kayo, tapos i-square nyo pa ulit. So, ayun lang. Just my tip or tawag dito, pagtulong, kumbaga, para hindi na kayo mahirapan solve. Okay, so next is, meron tayong transverse axis, conjugate axis, tsaka yung vertices. So, unlike kanina, yung kaninang pinresent ko yung may vertex below conjugate. Ito, dalawang vertex na siya. So, masasabi natin kung ano yung orientation niya. So, since ang constant natin is h. So, ito siya. So, 15, 13 and 15, -11. Tapos, ang daw ng dalawang vertex na yan, since this is the transverse axis, dito, ano sabi? 12. So, 12. And since 2a is equal to 12, so a is equal to 6. And then, ang conjugate axis, kakalahatiin lang din ulit natin. b is equal to 7. Okay, so, ayun. Since, wala pa pala tayong center, sorry. So, ang center natin is 15. Plus 15 over 2 is 15. Comma, 13 minus 11, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So, and since ang orientation niya is vertical, again, mauna si y. So, y minus 1 squared all over a squared. So, that's 36 minus, dito, x minus 15 squared all over 7 squared is 49 is equal to 1. Okay. So, ayun na yung last slide. May tanong pa po ba kayo? Clarification before I end this session.
Wala naman.
Wala? Sure? Hello guys. Hello?
Sure naman.
Parang mas nagets ko nga yung ellipse dahil dito.
Oo. Naunahan kong gets yung hyperbola bago yung ellipse.
Okay. Kasi para siya, tag dito, medyo related yung hyperbola at ellipse. Iniba lang talaga yung sign from from sum to just minus. So, kung wala na talaga kayong tanong, ibibigay ko yung worksheet mamaya, and ang deadline niya is next week. Tapos yung binigay ko na kahit sa Monday na lang kasi ayun lang. Kasi ang dami gagawin. So yun lang guys. So stop sharing. Yun lang. So thank you guys again for time, and ayun, you may now leave this meeting. So thank you.
Thank you, Samuel.
Good evening.
Thank you, Sam. Bye-bye.
Thank you.